Welcome to the Brewview, presented by The Workshop. My name is T.
My name is Jesse.
During this review, we're actually going to be reviewing a beer from the Stone Brewing Company located in Escondido, California. Jesse, tell us a little bit about the brewery.
Sure. Stone started in 1996. Like you said, that was in Escondido, California. They also have locations in Richmond, Virginia, and they have a whole plethora of beers that are distributed nationwide. Today, we'll be reviewing one of their limited releases for the winter season.
Okay. Stone also has this neat ad campaign going on right now. If you haven't noticed that these two cans are upside down, that ad campaign basically says,
Leave no stone unturned.
right. So all their
.com.
So all their cans are basically printed upside down because they figure the best way to read it is maybe in a shotgun or...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like when you're shotgun and then it's right side up.
Yeah, absolutely. There's also a gargoyle, which is part of their branding since 1996, and they'll tell you that gargoyles for centuries have warded off evil spirits, and in this case, their gargoyle...
cheap ingredients.
cheap ingredients, pasteurization, and chemical additives, which are the evil spirits of modern-day beer.
Seems legit. I can roll with that.
All right, so let's get focused a little bit on what we're about to drink. So Xocoveza is a beer that is styled, rather, after Mexican hot cocoa.
Yeah, correct. Mexican hot chocolate. So it actually was inspired more or less by Chris Banker.
I wanted to kind of emulate something non-beer, some kind of other beverage or food. And so I thought of Mexican mocha, kind of a Mexican hot chocolate with coffee.
Who won the National Homebrew Competition in San Diego so many years ago. So this beer has been being brewed now since 2014 as everybody kind of fell in love and clamored around the idea of getting more of this beer. So they decided in 2014 to start producing this beer on a national scale. And that's what we have today, 6 years later, a highly desirable Mexican hot chocolate inspired imperial stout.
Correct. So this one comes in at, I want to say, 8.1%?
Yeah, 50 IBUs. And it's also aged in a cellar. I'm not sure the amount of time, though.
Something like room temperature, anyways.
Right. Around 55 degrees.
So I'm pretty excited to do this beer. Again, this is a seasonal, so it only comes out during this time of year. It's not just a Christmas beer. It actually comes out during the winter season.
Yeah, it's the whole season long for the winter. Let's go ahead and crack them and get to the aroma now.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Ooh,
so
that smells like Mexican hot chocolate, and all I'm smelling is cinnamon.
And that's weird. All I smell is chocolate.
All I get is cinnamon. It's like piercing cinnamon.
This has chocolate, nutmeg, cinnamon, obviously cocoa or mocha.
And then some pasilla peppers.
Pasilla peppers.
Yeah.
So it's almost kind of like a mole, maybe, a little bit.
I think this probably would pair really good with, it says it right there, tinga.
Tinga, guys. Tinga tacos, that is. And I think something about a fruity goat salad and...
oh, yeah, there's like all kinds of Peking duck.
and some lamb. So some ideals when you go out and you get your Xocoveza because it's only out for a limited time.
So I'm getting some of that chocolate in there. I think when you think of Mexican hot chocolate, you think of like a cinnamon chocolate, right? Well, you don't realize that there's actually like nutmeg and all those other things in that hot chocolate.
Right.
No? Never been to a Mexican party where it takes 2 hours to leave, still sipping on your cocoa.
Not this guy.
Not that guy.
Let's talk a little bit about the can art because I think the can art is really kind of cool in this. I mean, outside the fact that it is kind of upside down. So let's spin that back around. There we go. So it looks like the Aztec calendar, maybe, in some like pastel pink and blue and yellow colors.
Maybe Mayan, yeah.
Obviously, with the stone gargoyle there in the center, warding off evil spirits.
Oh, and then it tells you how to say the name too. It says "say" Shocoveza. Xocoveza.
Xocoveza. Yep, Xocoveza.
Xocoveza.
All right, let's go ahead and take a sip. Let's see what she tastes like.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. I hate dark beers. That's really good.
That's got definitely nutmeg and cinnamon.
Yeah, nutmeg's a lot of nutmeg.
I do get like the little spice from the pasilla peppers.
Yeah, definitely full body. It's pretty thin for an imperial, though. I think it'd be thicker for an imperial.
I think if there's a way you can thicken this up, you can put it on, you know,
Your tinga?
my tinga tacos. Yeah, it'd be like a mole.
or something. Very good beer. There is a lot of layers of flavor coming out of this. I think the first time I smelt it, I smelt one thing. The second time I smelt something else. So the first time I tasted it, I got a lot of like nutmeg. I wonder what it tastes like the second.
I'm actually getting vanilla now. So I'm getting the nutmeg, the vanilla, the cinnamon, the chocolate, the pasilla peppers, and the coffee.
I'm getting cocoa and coffee.
It almost seems like every time you taste it, you're kind of getting something new.
I think that's why it was so popular when Chris Banker made it, is because there are so many different layers of flavor inside this beer that it's like every time you take a sip, it's a surprise.
Right, and this is thick. It's like a traditional stout in that sense that it is pretty thick. It's pretty heavy.
I think it's pretty thin for imperial stout.
I really do like it a lot.
That's very good. Definitely full body. It goes down thick. It tastes light to me, though. For an imperial, it tastes light.
Huh? I don't
Crispy,
know.
even
I think
would say for a stout, that's hard to say.
I think it's a full mouth to me, so I really get a lot out of it. I really, really enjoy this beer a lot, and during this time of year, you know, because we're kind of coming out of fall, which means we're getting away from the Marzens and the Browns.
Definitely a nice beer to drink on a cold day.
Right. So this is like a Christmas party beer you bust out, and everybody looks at you like, "Wow, that's amazing."
Right, and then they taste it, and they're like, "You're a god."
No, God!
You might be an Aztec god.
No, God, please, no!
Or whatnot, looking at the calendar on here. Guys, I would completely encourage you to go out and buy Xocoveza by Stone. It is an absolutely amazing beer.
Crushable.
Super.
Winter crushables.
Whew. I'm going to go 9. I think it's absolutely crushable.
I'm going to go 8. I'm not a huge fan of dark beer, so 8 is like way the hell up there, guys. Go and get this beer. Like, subscribe, ring the bell down below.
We'll catch you in the next Brewview.
Cheers.